We got 7 a.m. on that bus. Get moving.
Rolling.
You gotta fucking get rid of all that other shit, too.
Jeez.
Oh no.
Fucking be prepared.
You got a lot to do, Casey. A lot on your plate.
A lot.
Ridiculous. Too much, one might say.
How about the weather out there?
How about the weather out there?
How about the weather?
Did you take a walk yesterday?
I have a stationary bike on my deck that I went on for like an hour yesterday.
That must have been nice.
Watched the sunset.
Oh, boy, Johnny.
How come no one's got a video of that?
Yeah.
That
Johnny?
must have been.
Videotaping myself working out.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone
I'll
does
do
it.
myself on the
Everyone does it
Peloton.
nowadays.
On a technicality, Johnny, we're not wrong. You have cameras in the gym.
I do pretty good.
True. It's true.
All right, you want to give me this clapper because we're live today, right?
Well, are we live?
Johnny, you good?
We're good.
You good over there?
Yeah,
Your little
fucking
audio
good.
thing? Okay.
Check 1 2 1 2.
Mic check.
You like
1,
those
2, 1,
mics?
2.
Everybody in the pit, say, throw your motherfucking hands up. It's Friday. Say, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah.
In the pit episode 141 on that motherfucking bus.
Woo!
La Sauce.
Wow.
What a great
That
start.
might be the best intro
It
we've
might
ever
have
had.
been. I don't know.
That-
I haven't been here for too long. I
That
don't know
was-
what your intros
that-
were like before I
that
came
was the
here.
best
But
intro we've ever had.
that's the best one
Yeah.
for me. I
Okay.
love it.
Wow, what a way to start us off.
Hey, you know what? It's Friday. You gotta
Yeah.
You gotta spice it up.
I'm
That's
glad you're
damn
in a
right.
good mood because we're about to talk about someone that you're not a big fan of.
Kyrie Irving, right?
Kyrie
Started
Irving.
off
But before
strong.
we get into that, make sure to like, subscribe,
There we go.
turn your notifications on, leave a review. Boom, 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 boom.
He
boom.
remembered.
You know the deal. Every weekday
Yep.
at 8 a.m. you can listen to a podcast. Every weekday at 7 a.m. on YouTube. All right.
YouTube.
Kyrie Irving absolutely went off last night. Do we need him back in Boston or what?
Suck this fucking wood. will you?
Here's the thing. I've come to I'm not upset about the Celtics losing last night. I'm not upset about Kyrie going off for 40 because two things. One, I have just come to terms with the fact that every time Kyrie Irving plays the Celtics, whether he's on the Nets,
He wants to.
whether
he wants
he's
to give it back to you.
on the Orlando Magic, whether he's on the fucking Detroit Pistons, no matter what team he's on, he is going to drop at minimum 30 points against us every time he plays the Celtics.
Just how the spike.
That's just how it goes. And
I mean,
that's
I don't
how
know
it's
what there
gonna
is to
be.
spite about. It wasn't like we didn't want him. He didn't
But-
want to be here.
Then why do you think he turned something on? when-
It's the whole media thing.
Yeah.
It's all about calling him a bad guy.
even
and
last
shit.
night, after the game, he was like dapping up Jalen, Jason, talking to everyone, and everyone's like, "Oh, like, what was that like talking with your old teammates?" And he goes, "Like, we're friends. Like, I don't know why people
I don't
are."
think he has problems with the Celtics.
He
team.
no, he doesn't
has
have
problems
with
the Boston media.
if it's anything, it's the media that he has a problem with, not the team or
How
anyone
they-
like that.
they,
No,
Kyrie Irving couldn't handle the media in Boston. That's
I'm
the
not going to
bottom
argue
line.
with you with
That was
that. I mean, he
the
can't handle media. Period.
It's pretty
Yeah, but-
funny.
But Boston
Boston's
media is
ridiculous.
something. Yeah, you have to have thick
Yeah.
skin to be in Boston.
You
It's
gotta
pretty
have.
ridiculous how.
You gotta have a personality like Garnett or Sale or something to fucking play.
You got to give it right back if they give
Well,
it to you.
Sale, I mean, do you remember with Sale when he was with the White Sox? He had like his own hissy fit.
You know, with the cutting the jersey.
Tearing up the jerseys. So
What
they
happened?
were wearing these
What?
throwback jerseys that he like. This was like honest.
Oh, I remember
Of
this.
Chicago.
Who is
But
this?
Chris Sale.
Okay.
I remember this.
They were wearing these throwback jerseys that he said he hated, and so he went into the locker room and just cut up all the jerseys before the game.
I
So they
remember.
couldn't use
Psycho.
them.
He is a
So
psycho.
they had to go to the regular jerseys
Yeah.
because he said the throwback jerseys were too uncomfortable for him.
That's
Interesting.
what, too uncomfortable.
I think he was.
wasn't.
I think there was turmoil going on there before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a boiling of issues.
Is Chris Sale low key a psycho?
Yeah,
Probably.
I don't know if it's low key.
And I think
High
a lot
key?
of, I think a lot of like
Mid-key.
ace, if you're an
Mid-key?
ace pitcher, if you're like a workhorse, you gotta be a little bit of a psycho. Like you
Yeah.
ever seen Max Scherzer pitch? He's a
See,
psychopath.
Garrett Cole
Garrett Cole's
too.
a
Yeah.
psychopath. Like you gotta be a.
Yeah.
Verlander's a psycho.
You gotta have that edge to you.
You gotta have that. Like,
It's not like a psycho
smell.
as in like a fucking.
You're crazy in
Yeah,
the head,
crazy.
but like you.
Yeah, I know what you
When
mean.
you get into like you're
Yeah.
competitive,
Yeah.
like you're
Like,
really getting
If you
into
ever
it.
watch like a Max Scherzer start, he always is cursing at himself. He's a fucking asshole. I'm
Yeah.
fucking Scherzer. You could see him saying that to the batter in the mound. Fucking intimidating as
That's
shit.
great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love the shit out of that.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, so Nets win again without KD.
9-1 since he's
9-1
gone
last-
down with an injury.
So this season, the Nets are 13-6
I mean,
without.
let's
without
be
KD.
honest. They do have still James Harden on that.
Exactly.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's
So
why
my
they got
question
him.
is, can the Nets win without KD?
No.
They
The title? No.
They can make it to the finals without KD, but I think there's going to be a point where you're going to need someone like KD. I'm not saying Kyrie and Harden aren't good enough to win in the finals, but Kevin Durant, 2-time champion, 2-time Finals MVP, like he knows what to do when it comes to that time. Harden, he's only been to one Finals, and who knows how he can.
Harden's been to finals.
Yeah, on the Thunder when he was the sixth man.
Right.
But like that's a different James Harden,
Yeah.
exactly. Kyrie Irving, I mean, he's made it to the finals a few times,
With
but
LeBron.
like we all with LeBron. So it's like we don't know how these guys can be on their own.
This is what I'll say about that, is that I was thinking about this last night, and are the 2017-18 Rockets, the one that was closest to beating the Warriors, very good Warriors.
Should have
team
beat the
with KD.
Warriors.
They should have beaten them. If they don't, if
Chris Paul didn't get hurt.
if they
Different
don't
story.
miss 21 consecutive threes, or 27?
Yeah, 27.
27
Ridiculous.
consecutive threes, they probably win
Ridiculous.
that series. Is this Nets team without KD better than that Rockets team?
Okay, so let's think about that. Let's look at the roster
So
there.
I'll pull up the roster.
It was Chris Paul, Harden, Clint Capella, PJ Tucker. Did they have Robert Covington at the time?
No, they didn't have
They didn't have Robert Covington at the time. Pull up the roster.
I'll pull up the roster.
Pull up the roster.
Pull up the
Pull it up.
roster.
Pull it up.
So here
Good
it is.
question.
Check the tape.
This is their schedule. Roster. There we go. All right. So their roster was. I did a lot of players. So Harden, Ariza,
Trevor Reeves.
Chris Paul, Gordon, PJ Tucker, Capella. And they also had Gerald Green.
Acapella.
They had Ryan Anderson, Luke Mbamute, Joe Johnson. And that was kind of the team.
I mean,
Just
if
barely
you look
played.
at it like
Dene.
James Harden, who's better, Kyrie or Chris Paul?
I'm taking
Kyrie.
Yeah.
Um,
Kyrie's probably the
This
best.
I
this
would-
version of Harden's better than that version of Harden, I'd argue.
And then now you can have Blake Griffin.
You could add Blake Griffin to that. Clint Capella's.
DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah,
I'd take
I'd
Capella.
take Capella, but
Jordan.
they're
But, like,
similar.
Yeah.
Honestly, you
I mean,
can
I
make a
think-
very good argument for the Nets.
I think this Nets
yeah,
team is better.
Yeah,
And that Rockets team almost beat the KD Warriors
Mm-hmm.
with Steph and Clay. So I think that this Nets team, even without KD, could beat any team.
You think so?
I think so.
7-game series.
In a 7-game series.
I'm not.
It's
Yeah,
hard to
okay.
argue it. It's
so
hard to argue it.
I'm not going to. So I said that they can make it to the finals. They wouldn't beat the Lakers. I'm not saying that it would be like a 4-game sweep or anything
I'm
like
not
that. I
saying
think
they
they'd
will.
give them a run for
Yeah.
their money.
And
Absolutely.
I'm not saying they will either. But I'm saying also, do you think that how do you think this Nets team would fare against the 17-18 Warriors? If you just swap the teams.
Give them a run. They would give them a run for their money.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't confidently
It's
say
very
that they
hard to
beat
say.
them,
It's
but
very hard to-
they'd give them
to-
a run.
to do that.
But you have to think about it too. Like if the Rockets did win, were they going to win the championship?
Yes.
You think
Oh,
so?
against that Cavs team? Yeah, definitely.
I mean, if
Cavs-
you beat
Was that
the-
the-
if you beat the
did they
Warriors,
still
you're
That
gonna
have-
was
beat
the Cavs team that was LeBron.
That was the
James
first
and
year
no
without
one else.
Kyrie, right?
Yeah. That was the Cavs team with J.R. Smith as his 2 option. That was a terrible Cavs
Yeah,
team. That was, just,
that's okay. I thought that was the year they had. It was the last year of Kyrie.
that was the team. That was the year of the J.R. Smith game. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, maybe the Rockets would
The
have
Rockets
beaten the
won
Cavs.
Any
Yeah,
team that came out of the West would have won the championship.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
So-
I mean yeah, the Nets team absolutely could be better than that Rockets team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, we'll see what happens.
Word.
That's my hot take today.
All right.
Hot take.
Hot take.
So we were just talking about how
James.
crazy pitchers are. So what's going on with deGrom here? He's already throwing 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, so he's already hitting 100. He apparently hit 102 even last night.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
In
So
spring
if you look at his
training.
velocity chart from the last, since 2014, it's going up. So in 2016, his fastball was sitting around 94. Now it's averaging over about 99.
Holy
No,
fuck!
no big deal.
No big deal.
What the
What the
fuck?
Yeah,
fuck?
and now he's hitting 100, 102 in spring.
That's just fucked up.
Why?
Like-
It's spring.
Is he gonna end up being like one of top 10 pitchers
I
of all
mean, the
time?
thing is, his
Ugh, that's pushing it,
that-
man.
the
that's
only-
pushing
the
it.
biggest knock on
if he
DeGrom,
keeps this shit up.
You realize how many you realize how long Clemens did it, Johnson, all these other guys
Yeah.
did it?
Yeah. So can he sustain like
no,
that?
the biggest knock on DeGrom is that he came up too old.
Russell.
We came up to what?
So he's rookie.
What's up,
he was,
Russell?
He was 26 in his rookie year.
What's going on,
So
buddy?
he didn't really hit his peak.
What up, Russell?
I mean, he was really good for his first 4 years in the majors, but he didn't really hit his Cy Young peak until he was 30 years old.
Really?
So yeah. So he would have to do. He's probably. I mean, he wins another Cy Young. He's probably.
How old is
Hall of Fame.
DeGrom?
He's 33.
No,
This is
no
his age
way.
33 season.
No way.
If he wins another Cy Young and he has another fantastic season and he puts up 2 to 3 more good, very, very good seasons, he'll probably be a Hall of Famer. It's very hard.
That's the thing. You're gonna try to put him in your top 10. He might not even get in the Hall of Fame.
Like he's on the
Why
path.
would he not get in the Hall of
'Cause
Fame?
Because he's too late.
Because the Baseball Hall of Fame is also very hard
He's had.
compared to other
I
sports.
mean,
By
it's
far,
What's
it's the hardest
keeping him
Hall of
from
Fame
getting
to
in the
get
Hall of
his
Fame?
age. Like if
He didn't peak until he was like
he
27.
peaked very late.
If he can prolong this for like another 3-4 years, he'll definitely be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I think he's probably going to be a Hall of Famer. He's definitely on the path to be a Hall of Famer.
Pull up his stats real quick, just for the
Have him up
shits and
already.
giggles.
So he's pitched.
Just for
He has
shits.
a career 261 ERA in 183 games. He has
183.
It's like
ERA
pitched
plus.
up.
So remember ERA plus yesterday from our conversation. An average ERA plus is 100. His career ERA plus is 150, which means he's 50% better than the average pitcher, which is like a really, really good statistic. His strikeouts per 9, he strikes out 10.5 batters per 9. I mean, he has the stats. His stats carry
How many
over.
strikeouts in his career?
Career strikeouts 1,359.
Wow, one away from 3,000.
Yeah.
I mean, but if
So
we know, I don't think anymore we look at total numbers as an end all be all with a player. Your complete counting stats. It definitely is a thing that helps. Like a guy like CeCe Sabathia, he has the counting stats, but he's not for sure Hall of Famer.
Would you
because
would
he
you
was
consider?
so good. He was good. I'd consider him a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
But he was good for a long extended period of time, but his peak, his like elite peak, was only like a year and a half, 2 years.
Yep.
So, I think Sabathia's a Hall of Famer. I think Jacob deGrom.
I
will be
would
a Hall of
100%
Famer.
agree. Sabathia is a
Yeah.
Hall of Fame.
I was gonna say I think he's a Hall of Famer
But he's
too.
not like he has 3,000.
He's not a sure. He's not a first
He
ballot
has
Hall of
3,000
Famer.
strikeouts. He has 250 career wins. He knocks off 2 big check marks. But I don't think he's gonna be a first ballot.
No.
guy. I'd put him in first ballot, but I don't think he's.
The thing I don't understand is if you're first ballot or 15th, you get in.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking, they should just decide are you in or not. Like,
Yeah. Right.
what's up with this 15-year crap? Oh, in year 12
It's not-
you're not
it's not-
in, but year 14, oh yeah, you're good to go.
Hey, Jim Rice, 15th year.
Yeah,
Got
That
Hall
was
of Fame.
fucking the biggest joke ever.
That's
That was
just
the biggest
bullshit.
joke.
So now it's 10 years. They don't do 15 anymore.
What was this whole year thing?
What?
You have
So
only a certain amount of years to
You're-
be on the
you're-
ballot.
So you're on the ballot for like 10 years now.
Isn't next year's Kurt Schilling's last year, right?
Next
He already
year,
pulled
so-
off
Yeah,
though.
he
He
pulled
pulled himself out.
Technically,
Well,
he can't pull himself out. They're keeping him on the ballot, but
But
he'll probably say no.
Yeah.
Would he say no if he got voted
No,
in?
no shot.
No, he's not saying. If for some reason he got in, he will definitely.
Right? You have to say
He would definitely, yeah.
Yeah, you have to at that point. You have to put your pride to the side there.
Probably go on some QAnon speech, but I
Yeah, I mean they probably won't let him make a
Let him
speech,
censor
but
himself.
they'll be like, all right, we'll let you in, but you're
Well,
not
like-
allowed to show up to the ceremony.
Going back to Jacob deGrom, I mean, his 2018 season was one of the best modern seasons in baseball over the last 20, 30 years. He had 170 ERA. His ERA, again, going back to ERA plus, again, elite average is 100. His was 218. So that means 118% hot.
Wow.
Now, if you want to really hear,
That's the year he won Cy Young, right?
that's the year he won his first Cy Young.
First Cy
He's
Young.
already a 2-time Cy Young Award winner. But going to something insane, do you think that stat's insane? In 1999, Pedro Martinez, his 1999 season where he won his second Cy Young, his ERA plus was 313, which means he was 213% better than the average pitcher.
Wow. These are stats I did not know
Really?
about. That's
Pedro
fucking
Martinez
crazy.
Had a 207. Pedro Martinez in 2000 had a 174 ERA in the height of the steroid era.
Yeah, that's
Like-
pretty impressive. That's
I mean,
pretty.
that's pretty
impre-
fucking
That's
impressive.
very impressive.
Like Pedro Martinez, Randy Johnson.
Pedro's like 5'9", 5'10 max.
Pedro is 5'11".
Right, close.
5'11", 170. But I mean, guys like
Who's
Pedro
taller, you or
Martinez-
Pedro?
I bet you I'm taller than him.
I mean,
Only one way to find out. Pedro.
if you had to choose your top 3 pitchers of all time, I'm
Get your ass
choosing
to
Pedro in
Mass.
the top 3, Randy Johnson, and Bob Gibson. Those are my top 3 pitchers of all time. I throw Clemens in there too, but that's like inner circle. Like Pedro Martinez's stats are fucking incredible.
Yeah.
But going back to deGrom, yeah, he could take be a huge step forward this year. Another step forward. If he's throwing 102, he's unhittable. He already is unhittable.
That's
I
crazy.
talked to someone in the Mets org who's the pitching guy in there, and he said deGrom's first bullpen, he was sitting 99 miles an hour.
He's already at 102. He's
That's
already
true.
at 102.
That's
Was
ridiculous.
it Justin Lasco?
No,
No,
Kyle
a real,
Driscoll.
a real source.
Yeah.
Oh, real.
he's like the pitching coordinator
Yeah.
in there.
Dakota Harmon.
No.
Some account followed us on Twitter this morning. It's named Dakota, but it's like a bot account. It's like Dakota with a bunch of numbers at the end. I wonder if it's Dakota's burner account.
In the comments, where's Dakota?
Well, speaking of Justin Lasko, what's going on with the minor league here?
Yeah, so did you guys see this at the minor league? The MLB is implementing new rules for the minor leagues.
No, what is
What's
it?
this?
So each of their leagues, so each of their levels is gonna have a different rule change. So in AAA, they're making the bases slightly larger and less slippery, so that players don't slip and hurt themselves.
Okay, slippery, I
and so you
get.
don't have as many collisions. So it happens sometimes, like with rain delays and stuff like that, where the base will get slippery and then players will slip and like completely mess up their knees.
Yeah.
I saw it with Bryce Harper. Manny Machado did it too. There's just
Fuck
a
Manny
ton
Machado.
of mine.
Fuck up.
But the larger bases also lead to less collisions at like first base, like you're not running into the batter. So I mean, that's like.
How much bigger are the bases?
I think it's like 3 inches. It's not like a huge difference. So that's one of them. That's not the biggest change though. The biggest change comes at the lower systems. So in AA, they're banning the shift. They're making it so that all 4 infielders have to have their cleats within the outer boundary of the infield dirt when the pitch is delivered. So no more putting your second baseman shallow right in the overshift when you're shifting against a righty.
Please tell me this
That's
is not
so-
those fucking COVID protocols.
No, this is just their new rules they want to implement just because.
For
Just
what?
because.
For what reason?
Just
To get rid of
because.
the
Because
shift.
baseball's.
Yeah, so part of the reason why is because
You're talking about analytics. That's all analytics. The shifts.
exactly. So they want to counteract that with people believe that part of the reason that baseball's struggling is because there are less balls in play or the less hits in play, and people blame the shift for that because if people shift in the ways that the ball is going, then they'll be ready for the ball and then you have more ground outs and fewer infield singles, fewer singles to the singles that get through the infield.
Yeah.
But something interesting is that we haven't, since shifting has gone like more and more. I was telling you guys about this stat yesterday, and it'll be more in Johnny Explains coming out soon. What? Who's Johnny?
Johnny no cilantro.
Johnny no cilantro. That's what they call me.
JNC, baby.
Johnny
But,
Salami. Johnny
JC, but he
Bananas.
ain't Jesus.
Yeah. But
Hebrew.
That was a
Hebrew
French-
Hammer.
The Hebrew Hammer, come on.
How about Johnny Hebrew Hammer?
Dante, I saw that flinch.
What flinch?
I saw the flinch clip it off just like with
Me?
my fist, yeah.
What did I? What?
You
What
just
did
flinched
I?
when he went like that.
No, I pointed at.
No,
he held the
check
mug
the
up and I
tape.
point.
We're gonna
I will. I'm the one that edits it. I will. I sit right next to you and I'll
Yeah.
show you.
Let's
Right.
go.
He took it up and I pointed at it. I was like, oh yeah,
All right,
Hebrew.
check the tape.
All right, I will. No problem.
Dante turning into a video editor
No.
over here. Let's go.
Wow.
I can do a
No,
little bit of
seriously,
everything.
it's sick.
So,
A little bit of everything.
Hope he learned his craft from Johnny.
You mean the Hebrew Hammer?
Hebrew Hammer.
The H
Fuck you.
double H.
So going back to what I was saying about
Yeah, what were you
the
saying?
shift.
Yeah, the shift,
Um,
of course.
So Babbitt was the stat I was telling you about. Batting average balls in play that dictates like if a ball's hit, if you make contact with the ball, what's your batting average? Like what percentage of the time you hit it? Like if the ball gets in play, what's the average it falls in?
Mm-hmm.
That has not dropped since we see more shifting, which means that the shifting isn't really affecting the balls in play because people just hit them where they are,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I don't think that's. I think the issue with baseball and the balls in play stems from the fact that pitchers are getting better. We're seeing guys like Jacob deGrom throwing 102 miles an hour
In spring training.
with movement in spring training. Like, how are you supposed to put balls in play? I think every root problem with baseball, it comes back to the fact that pitchers are getting better. The strikeouts is because pitchers are getting better. The length of game is because pitchers are getting better. That has to do with the fact that pitchers are throwing harder and batters are fouling off more and more balls now than they ever have. That's a true stat. The batters are now, there are more balls. The average length of a plate appearance is longer because you're fouling off more balls.
Yeah.
So every issue in baseball can be traced back, and the only way to counteract that is by lowering them out.
Lowering the mound.
Lowering them out. They've done it before with
When
Bob
did-
Gibson.
When did they do that? What year?
Years
Um,
ago.
So
Bless you.
after 1968, they lowered them out, and a lot of it was because of Bob Gibson. So Bob Gibson, in 1968, pitched a 1.12 ERA. which is the best season in
I
baseball
was gonna
history.
say that sounds like that would be up there.
Bless you.
Bless you.
So on December 3rd, they lowered the mound from 15 inches to 10.
Oh, that's a big.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a big.
And it's been like that ever since?
1968. And yeah, it's been that way ever since.
So they're
But-
not lower than
So what
like
would they-
5 now?
I mean, probably 8 or 7. But that's the only way that you could really counteract the pitcher's velocity getting bigger, getting higher, or like the pitchers just being too good.
Yeah.
If baseball players are too good right now, and you have to do something drastic to counteract it.
It's fucked.
So that's what I would do if I were
There's
commissioner.
gonna be a lot of power hitters this year. I'm so excited for it.
Well, they also dented the baseball.
They did, but guys are still cranking them.
Yeah.
Giancarlo, Vladdy.
Vladito.
Oh, I can't wait to watch him this year. I'm so excited. He's gonna have a really good year.
We gotta sell some Vladdy Jr. We gotta get our Canada fucking sales up with the
Yeah.
Vladdy Juniors.
We got a
Yeah.
decent amount of Canada
Boba Fett
fans on TikTok. It's like 8%.
Oh, I meant to tell you, we got a shout out from Greece.
Get the fuck out of here.
Greece.
Greece,
The real
last
Greece?
2 TikToks ago, a guy goes,
We
"Can we
got-
get some love from Greece?"
We gotta respond
Hey.
to
I
that.
got an email.
Oh, I already did.
No, like a video.
Fine.
I already did.
All right,
Opa.
well, what are you saying?
Opa.
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 Greece is probably my favorite place I've been to, besides Italy.
Where'd you go in Greece? Well, what'd you do in Greece and where'd you
We
go?
were like 4 different islands. We were in Athens,
Sparta?
Santorini, Crete, and
What'd you say,
Sparta?
Creed?
Crete,
Oh,
and then like one other one. It was like a
I still
10-day
got
trip.
Rocky on my
You
mind.
didn't
from
fucking, you
yesterday.
didn't give
10-day
any
trip.
love to
A
Sparta?
10-day trip, all expenses paid, cost $500.
Whoa, wait, did you hear what he just said? All expenses paid, $500.
$500.
All
trip.
things included, $500.
That's not what you
You
said.
said
Whatever.
You said
I don't know
all
how to
expenses included. $500.
talk. Okay.
that means it was free.
That means it was
and then,
free.
And then you said it was 500.
All right,
so
whatever. You got my point.
yeah, you paid $500.
You paid $500
What was
for
it?
an all exclusive,
to
right?
get there for transportation and for something.
So what'd you pay for your flight?
No, we were on like a cruise ship.
How? Wait, was this a family trip or? what
No,
was
so it was
this?
when I was in Italy. So when I stayed abroad in Italy.
Oh,
for,
you
like,
said,
4 months,
okay.
yeah.
Bless you.
Bless you, bless.
You say it abroad. Gotcha.
Yeah. All right.
wanna get
Selection
that cleared.
Sunday is coming out.
Oh, we still got a couple more rule
Kevin,
changes.
congrats.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, they're a couple
Damn.
more.
Father
Yeah, so
of
we
the
got
bride.
double A.
Congratulations.
So I'll quickly run through the rest of the rule changes because we got thrown off topic by the double A one. So at high A, this is the rules that fix Justin that I was talking about. Is that pitchers now must
Kangaroos are gonna be out in the field now.
Yep, they have to fight a kangaroo before they have to pitch. But in high A, pitchers must step off the rubber to attempt a pickoff. Fully disengage with the rubber. Before.
Justin's probably pissed.
Exactly. So, pitchers are required to disengage the rubber prior to throwing to any base with a penalty of a balk if the pitcher fails to comply. So you have to fully disengage from the rubber.
That's so ridiculous. You can't pick anybody off
don't-
doing that.
I don't understand these rules.
So the reason for this
Why are
one
they
is because
changing
they want
so
to get more
much?
action in the field. So they're hoping this encourages stolen bases.
Why are they changing so much stuff?
This is why the game is going
That's
the way
what
it
I'm
is. They're overthinking it.
saying.
They're
That's what I'm
overthinking it.
saying. They're
Lower the
changing
bound,
too
that's what I gotta
much.
do.
They're
Fix a lot of
changing
things.
too much.
And then, so this is all, they're just experimenting right now, which I have no problem with.
They experimenting last year with some stuff, and they carried it over into this year.
Okay, the only thing they experimented with was stuff that were COVID protocols, which I understand. Like, those are things that are not, the only thing I'm concerned about that's sticking around, which is not sticking around this year, is expanded playoffs. But like,
You ruined the whole concept of a lefty pitcher being able to pick somebody off.
Yeah.
Because his best move is when he can slowly raise that leg and it looks like he's going home, but he goes to first base. Now that's not even an option. He has to step off with his left foot.
As a lefty, I'm offended.
yep.
That's fucking.
So-
If I'm a base runner, I'm fucking pick up that leg. You steal.
Yeah.
Because you can't run.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You can't run over it. And
Yeah.
the catcher has no shot in hell. If you get that jump right, and as soon as his foot goes on the air, you're gone. Because he can't even come over to you.
This is
Blasphemy.
This is cool. This is a very cool
Very
design.
cool ones. Doggy Dog.
Oh, yeah.
Blocking Nick,
The Hebrew hammer.
the Hebrew hammer. Probably like a-
Don't be,
so,
block,
yeah,
don't be
that's-
blocking the hammer.
So going further along, Space Stealers in low A, in all low A, they are limiting 2 pickoff attempts per plate appearance.
I can't wait for Justin to get on the mound. We're gonna get a kangaroo still second base.
And then in one of the low A divisions, they're also adding a. So in the Western division of the low A, they're adding a 15-second pitch clock. And then in in the Southeast Division of Low A, they're adding an automatic ball strike system.
Automatic.
Automatic. So,
no
does that mean no
umpires.
umps?
They'll have the umps still there, but they won't be calling balls and strikes.
So what's the?
So the machine's gonna call, the machine's gonna call it.
God.
Ball. One.
Strike.
Stay right. The ball is 8 inches outside.
So
Stay
the umpire
right.
is just there for just to look pretty, and it's just there for
He calls
scenery.
like balls, plays the plate and stuff like that, and like judgment issues.
Safe outs.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those are the new rules. They're testing them out. They've done
This
this
is
before with the
pathetic.
Atlantic League, and some of those rules never got implemented, although they did try out the first and second rule. I don't think that rule's all sticking around the runner and second rule after this year.
It
but
shouldn't.
I'm gonna
It
tell you
fucking
this. This is
shouldn't.
gonna ruin people's careers. Watch.
It may alter a lot of people's careers. You're not wrong.
It's gonna ruin a lot of people's careers. Mark my words.
Mark his words
Mark his words.
on the
You're
record.
gonna look like an idiot on the mound, and you could have been one of the best on the mound picking somebody up.
I mean, Julio Urias, one of the best pickoff moves in the game, will be changed because of this.
Yeah.
So
That's wild.
So dumb.
Crazy.
It gives
shit.
all the advantages in the world to base runners.
that's their hope that base runners will start moving running more.
So this fucking blew my mind yesterday. The first time since 1995, Duke will not be in the tournament. And another crazier stat, it was like since like 1970 or something, Kentucky and Duke won't be in the tournament. Yeah.
Weird year
Tough
for
UNC will probably make it at this point though.
Yeah.
Not like it.
You want to see what?
weird
They can still
year
win the tournament. They just
for
beat Virginia Tech last night. But UNC didn't have a good year this year.
Yeah.
Duke was awful, and now with this COVID stuff, they wouldn't even have a chance to make the tournament. They
starting to get better, right?
yeah, they are. And they beat Tech last night.
Yeah.
They looked good in the last couple games. They beat Northeastern within the last 2 weeks.
How?
Oh man.
How was that?
Kev, what do you think? You're a big Duke guy. What do you think about
Come
this?
over to the mic.
Tough season.
Yeah.
Tough season.
You see that coming?
Best prospect opted out of the season.
And it was a walk-on that fucking got the COVID, right?
Huh? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so what caused all this, Nick? I don't know if you know, but it was like the reason is because there was a positive COVID test, so they had to opt out of the AC tournament.
ACC tournament.
ACC.
ACC
They were going to play
tournament.
against FSU and get whopped by them
Yeah.
anyway. So I mean, they were probably
And there was a
gonna lose
walk-on.
and not be able to get an
Well,
ACC.
they might have been able. They might have gotten
Yeah, I think it's interesting that out of all people, it was a walk-on that fucking.
got them.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Walked right into Corona.
It's
Yeah.
funny though, because
Coronavirus.
it started with Duke complaining about COVID, and it ends with
Yeah.
them getting,
Coach K, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Remember that? That was
Hopefully we
wild.
get some of those
You
top
know what we're talking about, Dustin? So
What?
Coach K was like complaining about the whole like COVID thing in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't like what they were
Yeah.
doing. It all comes back
Yeah.
around. So.
Karma.
What can you do?
It's not really karma, it's him being proved correct that his worries were true about the season, saying we probably should be playing, and then the season ends because of COVID.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah. What's going on with Michigan State here?
This is ridiculous. So Michigan State announces that their basketball team will now be
Oh.
called the MSU Spartans, presented by Rocket Mortgage.
Why? What?
They're calling themselves by Rocket Mortgage.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
I'm making my own team that says "fuck you, fuckers."
Presented by Lumberland.
Presented by Lumberland. The fuck you fuckers, presented by Lumberland.
Bro, that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is
I thought that was
so
illegal to do that shit.
Stupid.
To get a sponsor like that for college.
Hey, not for the team.
Not for the
players.
team, for
If
players.
the players
yeah.
want to get any of that money, they can. But the team certainly can.
When they announce like the team name, like the Michigan State, they say that entire thing.
Yeah. So
It's not just for
like, on,
people.
like television, like they'll say.
So I got
"This is MSU presented by Rocket Mortgage."
That is ridiculous.
So I got an offer from LSU, Alabama, Michigan, and Michigan State Rocket Mortgage.
yes,
Nice, dude.
yes.
Oh, you're gonna give me a new mortgage program? Okay, I'll sign on with Michigan State.
Yeah.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage.
Presented
Oh,
by
sorry.
Rocket.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage. Keep my rate, okay?
Geico.
That literally.
15%.
That is
That is-
ridiculous.
And you know how much a player
15% can save you more.
That's Geico.
Yeah, what is it?
15% or more. 15 minutes or more. 15 minutes can save you 15%
Instead of more on car insurance. The Geico.
I heard so many people were commenting on TikToks at one point.
It was a meme.
That's it. We're called the fuck you fuckers.
How much
Right.
money are the players making off of
Presented
that?
by Lumberland, the original Batman.
No money. The players don't see a single cent from this
Zero.
deal.
But they get good mortgages.
They get good.
well, I
they
don't-
probably can't use their player to profit off and get a good mortgage rate. They probably have to go like everyone else, or else it's a gift. So,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Write her off.
Yeah. But yeah, it's fucking disgusting that they're doing it. It's the grossest thing I think. Like jersey ads are one thing,
But
selling your
a
team
name is a whole nother. Like, no one's ever done that.
especially
before.
for a college program to do that. Like that's just the most disgusting thing.
You know what? I say that instead of, I got a perfect name for you guys in Washington.
Yeah.
You should call yourself the FedEx team.
Hey, that's pretty good. Washington FedEx.
Washington FedEx is.
the Washington FedEx.
And there's the soccer team, the New York Red Bull. That's
true.
That's a MLS.
Yeah, that doesn't sound.
What is
bad.
it, MLS?
Yeah, that kind of has a ring. to
That,
it.
that works.
Yeah.
It works.
It works.
Yeah.
But if it was like the New York the New York Foxes presented by Red Bull.
Yeah.
That's a whole saying presented by Rocket Mortgage.
Yeah, presented, get that out of here.
Yeah.
Or even mortgage. I mean.
Yeah, Rocket Mortgage. Not
The
like,
Michigan State
like
Rocket
Lumberland
Mortgage.
or like Batmug, like that would have more of a ring to it.
like if it was a baseball, if we sponsored like a minor league baseball team,
Yeah.
and it was like the New York Batmugs. Like,
Yeah,
that would
that's
work at
sick.
least.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Like Red Bull works. with
There's
the
not
animal,
Michigan State and Rocket Mortgage. Those don't go hand in hand.
The Spartans.
Baseball and bat mugs do go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, a little plug here. Tomorrow we got the first episode of Big Movies with Big Nick and Big Mike coming out. BM.
Bien, bien, bien.
And
Bien,
finally,
Way bien.
Muy
the
bien.
time you all have been waiting for, Nick watched Shawshank Redemption.
Chai Shang!
Shy Shing.
So that will be released tomorrow at 10 a.m. But on top of that, it was trending on Twitter last night.
Yeah, for some reason I was on Twitter. I was checking the trends. And Shawshank Redemption was trending. I don't know
Chai
why.
Shang!
I just clicked on it and I was like, "Hey, this would be a good topic for the pit." And now it is.
Why was it trending?
Just because people were talking about it.
Perfect.
We're giving it appreciation. We're
Doesn't
giving
need
love.
a- doesn't need
People
a
were just
bigger-
actually excited for our episode tomorrow. They're just tweeting in anticipation.
Big
It's just-
movies.
Big movies with Big Nick and Big Mike.
Awesome.
So be on the lookout.
Bien, bien, bien.
BM. Muy bien, gracias.
Muy bien.
Muy bien.
Yeah.
We bien on the blast.
All right.
Wonderful.
We have Dante. Are you doing a bet of the day, or are you starting that next week?
I got nothing for you right now.
Yeah.
Kevin, you got
We-
a bet today?
I got it's 7:30 in the morning. Games don't start for another 12 hours. I can't lock in.
Stay tuned.
Today.
Yeah.
Well, for what? I'm talking about like I'm talking about like NBA.
We got some college basketball.
We got college
today.
basketball. Ow!
We got a lot of good games today.
Did you see that?
Maybe we'll do it as a TikTok or something later.
Cross.
It's funny how much tape can be a bitch, huh?
I pulled it. I just ripped and
So what
smacked my
happened in
head.
lacrosse last night?
The PLL expansion draft happened last night.
Oh, where'd Chris Ogle go?
He doesn't happen until the actual expansion draft, which happens I think in a week and a half.
Gotcha.
So basically, last night the Cannons Lacrosse Club got their players from the other 7 PLL teams, and then next week or a week and a half, the MLL players who moved over to the PLL get drafted, and then mid-April, I believe, is the college draft for the PLL.
Nice.
A lot of L's.
So
A lot of L's.
very exciting.
That's cool.
Women line, men line. Oh,
Amen. Cool.
We
You
got
guys want to end it on a riddle today, or?
Yeah, let's go with a riddle here, buddy.
All right. Johnny, do you want to guess the riddle today?
While Johnny says that,
You want to guess the riddle?
Sure, I'll do it. Real quick.
PJ Tucker on the Houston Rockets is away from the team now.
Yeah. Why is everyone stepping away from their teams at this point?
Like Drummond, Tucker, and LaMarcus Aldridge, 3 guys that are away from the team until they get traded or bought out.
What do you
is
think about
fucking
this bet today?
stupid.
Purdue, money line
I mean,
over
PJ
Ohio
Tucker
State?
sucks, so I mean,
All right.
I don't know. Ohio State is nice.
Ohio State is nice.
I speak without a mouth.
we're just
I
okay.
was gonna say, he was fucking talking.
Hold on a second.
Oh,
All
geez,
right, let me
fucking
put this
waste.
down.
Here's
Let's
the
put
bet of the
Cody
day.
down.
What?
I was choosing my bet of the day. My bet of the day is Purdue,
My bad,
money
Johnny.
line, Ohio State. It's full let's send. I'll put my last $3 on my gambling account into that bet today.
Let's go.
So what? Make 50 cents?
I'll make $3. Plus 105.
3 for 3.
Yeah, it's plus 105. All right.
All right,
$3
go
for
ahead.
$3
I lost my
here.
parlay last night by 2 points thanks to the Hawks.
Was that before or after you were throwing up?
And that's what made you throw up. All right, you have the riddle?
I got a
Okay.
riddle. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears.
Ass.
I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?
Wind chime. No, windmill. Wait, say it again. Say it again.
Yeah, well,
I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind.
Mother Teresa.
What am I?
I come alive.
No, not.
Mother Teresa.
You got a riddle.
Hey, you gotta guess something, right?
I speak without a mouth and hear without ears.
Casey Hamilton.
I have no body, but I come alive with wind.
Um,
It's a tough one.
a
A kite.
No.
Spin of wind. I don't know.
I have
Not a
something
bad
in my
guess.
head, but I don't know what the name of. I don't know what it's called. I have something in my head, but I don't know what it's called.
I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind.
Come alive with the wind, huh?
You guys want a hint?
No, we just got started.
No.
Rocky waving inflatable arm with floating tube man.
No.
I love that.
It's-
Yes.
Yeah, it's not an object.
It's not an object.
I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind.
Trees.
No.
No, I was
It's
gonna
not an
say. I
object.
was thinking that.
It's a concept.
Technically, a tree's not an object.
It's an object.
I mean,
It's a living organ. It's a living thing.
It's an object.
Whoa!
you're
It's an
not.
object. So are we all objects now? We're living people.
I would
Did
consider.
you ever see the movie Ted? He was a person, and they put him down as property. And then he won his case as a person.
Have you seen Ted, Johnny? Come
I
on.
have seen Ted.
They grilled him as property. Morgan Freeman had to save his ass.
Great movie. I saw that in theaters with my mom. The
All
first
right.
one.
You know the thing is, if he was property, he wouldn't have to pay fucking taxes.
Property tax. How about that?
If you can't, how do you charge property tax to someone who's property?
Well, Mark Wahlberg would have paid property tax.
All right,
He's his caregiver.
All right.
All
Go
right.
back to the riddle here.
Speak with no mouth, hear with no
You want
ears.
a
I
hint?
have no body. So it's not an object.
Here with no ears.
No, you got any guesses?
The whole no object part is what's throwing me off.
The ocean.
No, but no, but you're warm.
You're warm.
Cloud?
Lake, pool.
River.
You're warm. You're warm in
Different
the
bodies of
sense
water.
of
Poland spring water.
Aquafina.
you're. Yeah. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind.
A boat.
No, it's not.
A sail. A sailing boat.
It's not an object.
Fuck. Oh, that's right.
Come on, live.
Close.
The
Oh.
wind.
Breath.
Breeze.
Breathe.
Breeze.
She is really close. What'd you say? Echo.
Oh, whoa.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
All
Wow.
right, Echo.
Yeah.
Fucking echo.
The fucking echo, man.
Good. All right, guys.
What?
That's all we got for today.
Come with your questions.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
answer
oh, yeah,
some
yeah,
questions.
So we've got answer questions. So our first
Ready to
question
wrap it up.
It's on his
comes
fucking
from
hamster
Martin
wheel.
Santa Cruz Jr. He says, "Can we still send snacks?" Of course you can.
Send
Are you
snack.
kidding me?
Address. Go.
We would be upset if you didn't send us.
One Park Drive,
One Park Drive,
Suite 11,
Suite 11,
Westford, Mass.
Westford, Mass.
01886.
There you go.
Send them on over.
ATTN. Big Nicks.
Blossoms.
All right.
Send snacks and energy drinks to
So
accompany.
we got a couple weeks until this comes out. But someone's asking about it. Andrew Castro's asking about it today.
Andrew.
Godzilla or King Kong? It's
Oh.
more of a classic.
That could be a big movie.
I mean, we got the watching. I'm gonna watch Godzilla vs Kong when it comes out.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna watch it too.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that
we'll
could
do
be
that.
an episode.
Yeah, it could be an
Alright.
episode.
Yeah, fuck, it could be
I
enough.
think I'm
Who
going.
do you think's gonna win?
I think I'm going King Kong.
You know you can bet on that.
No,
Get
really?
the fuck out of here! You can fucking bet on that.
That could be
That's
easily
awesome.
manipulated, though.
Yeah, it's easy to manipulate. Someone that knows what happens in
Yeah.
the movie
So like
can
you
just
can
bet.
bet
on
like
it.
TV show finale.
It could be like an.
If I knew the
an
guy that
extra-
directed the movie, I could just ask
No,
him.
even if you knew an extra. Like,
True. Yeah, no, you could literally just ask anyone.
You
And-
knew like someone that
Well, they don't
was
see-
who was putting up the
they
muffins.
hide a lot of like stuff from the extras. Like they don't know like the plot.
You gotta get someone that's close,
Yeah.
close to the source.
All right, so here the line for Godzilla vs Kong.
I love this.
Godzilla's minus 130, Kong's minus 110. So that's
Oh, it's
That's
e-
good odds for
basically
Godzilla.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
That's
even.
great odds for Godzilla.
Great odds for Godzilla.
I'm throwing like
I'm
$100.
taking King Kong.
I'm taking King
I'm
Kong.
taking King
I got
Kong.
King Kong in the trunk. King Kong. King Kong.
Yes, yes.
King Kong. Gotta go King Kong.
Boom.
What would you say is more of a classic, King Kong or Godzilla?
King Kong.
I think King
I'd
Kong.
say King
Yeah,
Kong.
you gotta
Yeah,
go King Kong.
yeah, absolutely.
I want to choose King Kong to win the fight.
I mean,
Like,
King
that-
Kong takes down T-Rex.
Godzilla's like Bane in The Dark Knight.
What does that mean?
He's like the bad guy.
Is he?
I don't fucking know. That's what it seems like.
I think. So my
Godzilla's
friend has a
like-
prediction.
Yeah,
that-
isn't King
Bane
Kong
of
supposed to be like
Batman.
friendly and shit?
No,
With like that chick
Yeah,
on
he
top
was-
of the Empire State?
like kidnaps her.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, because he
then-
has feelings for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he goes.
It comes from the heart.
Oh, what?
It comes from
He
the
almost
heart.
kills her.
Yeah, you didn't.
But he means it with love.
So they also, it's really
did
funny.
not kill her.
The new King Kong is like 10 times bigger than the old King Kongs were. Because like the new King Kong
Well, it's got
is
confused
called
Godzilla.
Godzilla, but the old King Kong was just like a fraction of the size of the Empire State.
Unless you just don't want to do any more King
No, it's
Kong
huge
movies.
now.
King Kong
Hey,
does this whole
yo,
Godzilla,
yeah.
you do movies.
Johnny.
Hey, yo!
Hey, yo!
You think someone? You think either Godzilla or King Kong's gonna die?
No, I think they're gonna team up and fight Mega Godzilla or Mecha Godzilla at the
All
end.
right, cool.
They're gonna
Mega-
fight the
Megazilla.
abominable. They're gonna fight the abominable snowman.
So they're creating more like a universe, like a monster verse.
Yeah.
And it's just like the
What,
first
like
phase
Marvel
of the monster.
universe?
Exactly. They're doing like a bunch of these type of
King Kong, Godzilla versus Optimus Prime and Megatron. You're gonna turn Transformers and this, and they're gonna fucking.
Give me a CGI clusterfuck. I just want to see
That
giant
a lot of
monkey
people
fight a
would love
giant
to see.
lizard.
A lot of people would
I
love
will
to
say
see
this,
that.
King Kong has no like powers per se. Godzilla can shoot like lasers out of his mouth. Like how's King Kong fighting that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I think Godzilla's gonna win.
Hey, that's why the odds are the way they are. Who
Yeah,
knows?
find out, buddy.
Godzilla's the
Big fight.
favorite.
I'm
You
making-
know what? Put Mickey Mouse in there. We'll have Mickey Mouse fight him.
Mickey
Get all the
Mouse.
Disney characters. What's that? Chicken.
Well, I got a dream too.
Alright.
King Kong.
I'll fuck you up, King.
Mommy, did he just say ass? Yeah, ass Mookie.
Lorsh.
That is all we
Alright,
got
do-
for today.
Any more questions? No more
Yeah, any more
questions.
questions?
We will see you on Monday, after Selection Sunday, for some bracketology.
Bracketology.
Are we filling out those brackets on Monday?
So now those brackets live on air.
Live on air.
Live.
Just like we did with NFL.
All right,
I
sounds
think that's
good.
all part of what we'll talk about Monday. Just
Alright,
bracket stuff.
cool.
Yeah,
That-
makes sense.
Unless
Only
I'm-
something big happens over the
Yeah.
weekend.
I got a lot of research.
All right,
to
that's
do.
all we got for today. Make sure to leave a review on the podcast. 8 a.m. podcast, all podcast platforms, 7 a.m. live on YouTube every weekday. Have a good weekend, and make sure to stay tuned tonight at 5 p.m. for mug shots. We got Lumberland Live. You meet some of the crew,
Q&A and
learn
Instagram.
about us, interact with us at 4:30 on YouTube.
We're doing,
And tomorrow at 10 a.m. we got big movies.
We're doing Q&A on Instagram today too.
Q&A? Yeah, we got a
Yeah.
lot of shit going
Yeah, head over
on.
to our Instagrams.
Lumberland HQ. Follow us on
Lumberland
Instagram.
HQ, we'll do
Answer your
Q&A today.
questions.
Ask us any questions.
Yeah.
So yeah, big day today.
Big
All right.
Big day.
See you guys tomorrow. I mean,
Peace.
we'll see you Monday.